Okay, all right, we're officially live now. We're officially live.
Minor tech challenge.
All right, we are live from Atlanta. All right. Boom, 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 boom. I think okay. You know what? Something happened on our Facebook.
Says when should we do
Okay.
Wait, but it looks like it's live.
Let me see. Okay, we're live here then. Okay, as long as we're here. Oh. oh. Can you help him in?
Yeah, go
Please.
move him around that way.
All right. Okay, so
Renee, just let him know that we're live.
boom, 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 boom. Shout out to everybody who's here. I'm just trying to see if we can go live on Facebook. Okay, we can't. Then it's all good. Facebook and
You
IG.
wanna, try to redo it.
No. Let's just go. You're on Facebook, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's get one thing straight from the jump, and that is that nobody is coming to save us. All right.
I know you're on the live right now, but I want to come holler at you real quick. I got another meeting to go to.
Okay.
It started at 7.
Okay. All right.
So that's why you pushing to 6:30.
No. You're good. No. You're good. You're good, bro. We're gonna blow this up live, and then I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up afterward.
Okay, cool. All right, just hit me. I'm probably gonna be there in an hour, and I'll probably come back down.
Already. Appreciate you, bro. Okay, so let's get one thing straight from the jump, y'all, and that is that. Hold on, connect me over here. You need to see me over here. All right. Yeah, y'all don't need. Yeah, she is secondary. All right. Okay. So let's get one thing straight from the jump, and that is that nobody is coming to save us. All right. The government is not coming. Your job is not coming. The economy is not coming, and there is no politician that is coming to save us, especially in this generation. Now, what is it that's unique about this generation? Why me and CC are on tour? It's the fact that we now live in a generation where there's no such thing as SSI. All right, for those, if you're a millennial, if you are 35 years of age or younger, there is no government program called SSI where when you stop working, the government will still continue providing for you. There's no pension because companies are no longer paying out pensions to our generation and younger. And so if people are not, if the government is not providing for us and there's no security in terms of, pension programs and the 401k, which is the biggest scams, that Wall Street has come up with, then, what are we doing? What are we creating that is actually going to set us up for security and success? So we now live in an era where if we don't build the systems, then we get buried beneath the systems. What's up, E? How you doing, bro? Bro, it's raining, so we had to go live. So we'll do a quick BOM and then we'll connect with you. Already. I love it. We got my brother Errol. In the building.
Yep.
And so yeah, if we don't build it, if we don't create the system, then we get buried beneath it.
Yep. We're the generation that inherited broken systems, debt, inflation, automation, and still we rise. They told us go to school, get a degree, play it safe, but that advice is about to be outdated, just as outdated as the flip phone.
Yeah, that's right. So we don't live in the industrial age anymore, y'all. We don't even live in the information age. I heard somebody say the other day, we live in the information age. What are you talking about? We've been out of the information age. We live now in the collaboration age. We live in the age of attention and ownership. It used to be that land was the commodity. If you owned land, then you were a king. Then if you owned oil, you were a king. If you owned railroads, you were a king. Then information, whoever had the monopoly on information. But now, y'all, we live in this real interesting time now. We live in the age of collaboration, attention, and ownership. That's the commodity now. That's the holy trifecta, y'all. Collaboration. If you're not collaborating, you're losing right now in today's system. All right. If you are not an owner, that means if you don't own a deed, shoot, even you can own a lease nowadays and still be making money. But you have to own, collaborate, and if you can maximize attention, did you know, y'all, that if you can get people to watch your content for at least 1 to 5 minutes, you will get paid by YouTube. $1 billion company. If you can get people to watch your content for 1 to 5 minutes, you will get paid by YouTube. All right. So with that said, if you don't own your time, if you don't own your skill set, all right, or if you don't have any equity, someone else is going to own your time for you. Yep. Someone else, I promise you, is making money off the equity in the residence that you live in, right? Yep. Because this is a time of ownership.
Yep, this is bigger than a hustle, guys. This is about economic survival and generational redemption.
I like that. And I can remember being stuck. I can remember saying I wanted more, but I didn't want to lose my peace. I didn't want to sacrifice presence with my family to chase the money. How many of you understand what I'm saying?
Yep, and that's when God stepped in.
Facts.
He didn't send a shortcut, he sent a vehicle.
Yep, and that vehicle was real estate wholesaling, and it changed my life. Now, tonight, we're not pitching anybody on these BOMs as we go across on tour across the country. We are not pitching, all right? What we're doing is sharing a blueprint. It's a strategy. So what you'll realize is, and what you'll notice is, at the end of this pitch, I'm not going to be asking anybody to pull out credit cards. Okay, we're not going to be asking anybody to invest. I done did that. All right, we done did that. We've played that game, and we've played it very successfully for years. But we believe, y'all, that this thing is so big. I'm about to share with y'all. This opportunity is so big.
Thank you for moving that. I felt like
I know. It's all congested, right? This opportunity is so big, y'all, that I think that those who are charging for entry are going to lose out major. I believe in this opportunity so big that what we're trying to do is create free opportunity. Now, it's free in the sense of there's no charge for admission, but best believe it's a price to it. It's a price to it. It's 100% a price to it. The price of tuition is sweat equity, though. All right. And so this wholesaling vehicle, it changed my life. Matter of fact, can I just share a quick little story?
Sure.
I'm going to share a quick little story. I was invited by a gentleman who introduced me to this game called Wholesaling Real Estate by a gentleman by the name of Don Adams. Okay. And matter of fact, I haven't seen Don in a long time. Errol, is Don still around these parts? Still around these parts? I was introduced to wholesaling through a gentleman by the name of Don Adams. And he said, Aaron, at the time I was in Chicago, he said, E, you got to come out to Atlanta. You got to see what we're doing. This is probably like 2015, 2016. He's like, you got to.
10 years ago.
Yeah. He's like, you got to come see what we're doing out here. He's like, it's young folks out here that are making $5,000, $10,000 paycheck. I said, you a liar. Ain't no way, Don. Listen. He said, come out to Atlanta. Me and my associate at the time, we flew out to Atlanta. Man, when I tell y'all, I saw young folks that were pulling up in whips to this event that were making money and showing checks. Matter of fact, y'all can't see it, but there's a gentleman who's here who showed up. His name is Errol. And Errol, I remember showing up to the event. What was it called? It was called something jerk. House jerk, right? so I showed up to the house jerk event. I remember Errol, this young man shows up. Nerdy looking gentleman. I'm like, this guy looks like he's my age. He shows up, man. This man is talking about, I done did 2, 3, 4 deals. I got a flip going on. I got plumbing issues. He's telling us about, I'm like, no way. He's our age and he's doing a flip in Atlanta. And we were so inspired by what we saw.
How old were you?
I was 20. I had to be 26, 25, 26. I was 25 years old. I'm so inspired by what I'm seeing here. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I think this is it. And I was hooked, y'all. And from that moment, I promise you, on everything I love, from that moment, I have wholesaling real estate was the bread and butter that helped me to be able to increase my influence, my affluence. And it was my key into the door to building wealth right here in Atlanta.
Yep. So right here in Atlanta, we're laying the foundation.
It's full circle, right? It's like full circle.
Yeah, it's crazy if that's where you started 10 years ago. New founding fathers, new mothers of wealth, the architects of a different America.
Yep. And this is the perfect storm. So you're either getting wiped out or you're riding with the legacy. All right, so let's get into it. So there's a financial storm shaking this country right now, and Atlanta, Georgia is right in the middle of it.
Here's what we're seeing. 4 massive forces are colliding.
Yep. So we're going to talk about these 4 massive forces. And what we're going to do real quick, I'm going to add to the stage. I'm going to pull this up on the stage real quick because I want y'all to see what we got going on, okay? And so this is exactly what we're presenting here. And so we're going to talk about these 4 massive stages, these forces that are happening right now. Okay, the first part of this storm is that there are 76 million baby boomers right now that are retiring, creating a massive shift in the housing market, and they don't want you to hear about you. You know what they want you focusing on right now? Kanye West naked shorty at the Grammys, as if that's going to improve or enhance your life in any way. All right, let me talk about this baby boomer phenomenon that's happening right now. In 1945, the silent generation was coming home from World War II. America had just won the war. Now imagine you have a bunch of young men who have been drafted to the war, right? The silent generation, tough young men, tough as nails. They come back from the war, and what are a bunch of high testosterone, powerful men that have been fighting with their brothers all for years? What do you think they have on their mind when they get home? They trying to get it in.
Hey, ladies.
They're trying to make sweet love. They trying to knock the boots. And so when these men came back, did you know? Here's a real statistic. For 10 years after 1945, when the silent generation came back, for 10 years, every woman that was of childbearing age between the age of 14 and 70-something, did you know 1 out of every 10 women of childbearing age in the United States of America for 10 years straight was pregnant at any given time? They created a $76 million deep generation called the baby boomers. Okay,
Everybody knows or has heard of the baby boomers.
Of the baby boomers. Yep. Now here's what's crazy about it, y'all. This generation is so special that Wall Street has come up with a formula around the baby boomers. Here's what Wall Street has said about it. This is a real quote from Warren Buffett. Here's what he says: "You want to guarantee millions of dollars? Find out what the baby boomers need next, then create a service in and or around that need, and you are virtually insured millions of dollars if you could deliver on the promise."
Imagine being in business around that time.
So let's play with it a little bit. Let's say me and you are alive in the summer of 1946, and we look around and see me and you are hustlers, right? So we look around, we sit back, summer of 1946, and we say, okay, do you notice how everybody is pregnant right now? Everybody is pregnant right now. So in about 9 months, we're going to see a generation of babies on babies on babies on babies unlike anything the United States of America has ever seen before. What are some good businesses for me and you to get into, knowing that 76 million babies are about to be born over the next 10 years? What businesses should me and you get into?
With the influx of baby births, I would say diapers,
bottles,
daycare. Strollers, anything
related to baby.
Formula.
Now watch this, y'all. Y'all go Google these. These are facts. Guess who became multi-mega million and billion-dollar companies in the 5 years after the baby boomers came back and started making babies? I'm sorry, when the baby boomers started popping out. Mattel, Johnson & Johnson, Gerber. Billion-dollar entities.
They're still around.
And they're still around. But guess where they got their initial injection of wealth? Who? The baby boomers. Thank you. All right. And if you follow the baby boomers' lifespan, every service that they have touched that has been positioned that has been positioned to facilitate them has created billion-dollar entities. So now, watch this. Here's where it gets real crazy, y'all. Did you know, as of 2024, okay, the youngest baby boomer was 60 years of age. Now, financial institutions are suggesting that the average lifespan in the United States for men and women is between the age of 75 and 80. So that means
75 for men, 80 for women.
and 80 for women. So that means financial institutions are predicting, I'm talking Goldman Sachs, y'all, is predicting $84 trillion in wealth transfer over the next 15 years, y'all. And if you know anything about economics and money, then you know when the T word is used, that your ears should get a little bit tingly. When the T word is used, your ears should get a little bit tingly because entire economies are going to, now what do we say? $84 trillion is the last conservative estimate as given by Goldman Sachs. And you got to understand, Goldman Sachs don't get paid to miss. They don't get paid to miss. And they're projecting a conservative $84 trillion in probate equities is going to be transferred from 2024 to 2040. Y'all, it's happening right now. This is not hypothesis. This is happening right now, and people are not talking about it.
Some other sites are projecting a lot more than
Oh
that,
yeah,
too.
can you talk about it?
It's like
MSNBC,
up to-
CNN, Fortune Magazine, Wall Street Magazine, New York
It's
Times.
like
What are they saying?
over 100 and something trillion.
Over 100. They're projecting 120. The most conservative estimate we have by Goldman Sachs right now in Wall Street Journal are saying $84 trillion.
I don't even know how many zeros that is.
By the way, let me put it into perspective. Let's put it into perspective. This is a wealth transfer that will make the gold rush look like the Great Depression. And people are sleeping on it, y'all. Yep.
So
Let me hit him with some more stats, and then let me hit him with a couple more stats. Here's another thing that's happening. So the first thing let's talk about the perfect storm. The first thing that's happening is that the baby boomers are retiring, and they're dying. The second thing, they're creating an $84 trillion wealth transfer. The third thing that's happening, since the 2010s, in an unprecedented way, institutional and big business Wall Street buyers are reshaping the residential market. In some places, did you know that institutional buyers are making up 60% of the purchases?
They're buying up homes like it's monopoly.
Like it's monopoly. That you said it right. And the fourth thing, AI and inflation is choking out the middle class.
Squeezing.
Economic pressures are creating urgent needs for new income streams. It's happening right now.
So the question is, are you positioned to catch it?
Yep. Let's break this down real simple, y'all. Here's what wholesaling is, and here's how we make money. What we do here is I'm gonna go over a quick little overview because I'm gonna make this quick because we got company here. And we're making this happen, all right? But we want to make sure that we serve Atlanta. We want to make sure we serve Atlanta because y'all have showed us so much love this week. All right. Let's break this down real simple. We find deals. Okay, wholesaling is nothing more than we locate deeply discounted real estate. Okay, we find deals. We flip the paper. What does that mean? We flip the paper. You get the deal under contract. We sell the contract at a discounted price so that somebody can buy our interest in the deal. I never pick up a hammer. I never renovate a house because Lord knows I'm not good at it.
We don't pick up paint.
The couple times I done tried to flip, I lost money and broke even. I'm not a good flipper.
Yep.
All right. But one thing I could do is, man, I could flip me some paper. One thing about me, I can flip some paper and we make checks.
Yep.
So go ahead. Yep.
It's like Uber, but for houses.
Ooh, I
you
like
don't
that.
own the car
Yep.
or the house, but you connect the people and get paid in between.
Oh, that's good. It's like Uber for houses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. So no license needed. You do not need to leverage your own credit. No capital, just hustle, strategy, and a system.
Even David didn't need Saul's armor.
Yeah.
He used what he had, which was a rock.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He couldn't even fit it, right? And tonight you're going to find out you already have enough. You already got all the resources that you need in order to get started.
Yeah.
All right?
All right, so let's talk about why this moment is so rare and so powerful.
Yep. 45%, y'all, of U.S. houses are owned free and clear. Can you repeat that stat, CC? Because that's crazy.
45% of U.S. Homes are owned free and clear.
Yep.
Free and clear, that means no payments.
Yeah, no payments, right?
No payments.
So now that's one aspect, okay? That's signaling a prime market for sellers that are ready to move quickly. Now, mind you, guess who owns the majority of those houses that are owned free and clear? Baby boomers.
Yep.
Now, here's another aspect is that inflation is outpacing wages, okay? And AI is disrupting over 300 million jobs over the next 10 years.
And here in Atlanta, did you know that it's top 5 fastest growing metro areas? The foreclosures are rising and thousands of vacant and absentee owners' homes are within 30 miles.
Yep. Now, the reason why foreclosures are rising in metros like Atlanta is because of what we just said. AI is already replacing jobs. This is not, y'all.
Yeah, have you guys seen the cars that drive themselves? No person is needed. We saw a few out here.
Yep. So what we're seeing is inflation is outpacing people's wages. All right. And so because of that, what's happening is real estate is being squeezed out of the hands of blue collar owners. So if you don't own the real estate in your zip code, someone else will.
Yep. Imagine it's 2009. Take a stroll back to 2009 and someone's saying to buy Bitcoin.
Man, what would you do? What would you do?
I didn't, and I would.
I know, I did not either, because I remember. So, okay,
I was
let's talk
graduating
about
high
this.
school in 2009.
But let's talk about this. Let's say, because imagine if you bought, let's say you bought Bitcoin in 2009, and you put you know, $5,000 in Bitcoin, and then at the peak you sold at the peak, you'd be a millionaire. You'd be a millionaire, right? Okay. What was your excuse back in 20? Let's talk about. Let's say what was your excuse the first time you heard about Bitcoin, but you were like, and you made a conscious decision where you were like, I'm not gonna ride this wave, because we all did, because we all heard about it, right? We all heard about Bitcoin. Some of us invested, some of us didn't. What was your excuse as to why you did not? I remember what mine is, but like just think back.
I remember hearing about Bitcoin and thinking that it wasn't real. I was giving into limiting thoughts. I had just became a mom that year, so for me, I was just like, it can't be real. I need to see someone else do it. So I had limiting beliefs back
For
then.
me, I'm like, this is too confusing. I don't get it. Like I believed in it. Because I remember hearing about it and I remember believing in it, but I was like, this is too confusing. I'll let somebody else do it.
Yeah.
I'll let somebody else do it.
That's
I couldn't even get into it. But here's the thing. It's 2025, right? Wholesaling is your Bitcoin.
Yep.
All right, this is your Bitcoin. All right, let's keep it real. There was a time when DoorDash knew my address better than my own family. You know what I'm saying? And my bank account played hide and seek, and mostly hide. And basically what that means is DoorDash knew where to find me, but my checks didn't.
That's hilarious. I love DoorDash.
I know, so do I.
But what we found in this business changed everything for us.
Yep. And we don't have to wake up to survive anymore. And that's not our objective. Our objective is not just to survive. Our objective now is to wake up and build legacy.
Yeah. And this isn't just about money. It's about purpose, and it's about breaking chains.
Yep. And this isn't a course. This isn't something that we're selling. It's a partnership. Okay. So here's the opportunity that we're sharing with folks. If you have a 700 credit score, or you know somebody with a 700 credit score or higher, you might qualify to access partnership with our company, because here's why. Our company already has the relationships. We've already generated the revenue. We already have the reputation. We already have the brokers. What we're looking for is people that we can partner with.
Yep.
So who do we need? We need credit partners. I don't need $1. We don't need $1 to fund this campaign. We don't need a business plan. We've already been doing this for over 10 years. So what we're doing is we're putting capital, we're putting power, we're putting systems and processes into your hands. So if you know anybody who has a credit score with over 700 or more, what we're doing is we would pay you.
Yep.
We will pay you. We're doing something nobody has ever done before. We will actually pay you to partner with you.
Yep.
That's right.
You bring the credit and the commitment. We bring the infrastructure, the training, the blueprint.
Yep. It's like Shark Tank meets kingdom building. All right. And we're not just teaching you, we're building with you. Okay.
And in this room, it's where the capital meets purpose.
That's right. So here's what we're doing. We're connecting our business, our infrastructure, our relationships with our partners who what are they bringing? Commitment and credit.
Yep.
That's what we need. So if you know anybody, if you or anybody you know has a 700 or higher credit score, all right, I want you to text us the word wealth to 210-773-2612. Okay?
You should
Text
repeat it.
the word wealth to 210-773-2612. Put it in here in the comment section so that people can see it, okay? Text the word wealth to 210-773-2612, okay? And what we'll do is we'll explain to you how we're going to give you all of our systems, all of our processes for free. Not only for free, we will actually pay you to partner with us. Now, when I say we will pay you to partner with us, we're not coming from desperation and we're not begging anybody anything. No. This is a partnership. We're bringing our infrastructure that we have worked over a decade into building, the systems and processes that we've refined to be able, that's producing over 7 figures in revenue, and we're bringing it to you for free. For free. Now, this is not some sort of clickbait. Well, oh, Aaron, you said it was free, and now you saying a woo, woo, woo. No. I'm saying we are bringing it for free. Now, why would we do this? Why would we do this? Well, I just showed you right now the stats from the Department of Labor that said that $86 trillion is being transferred in wealth over the next 14 years. Listen, if you do the math, you got to turn your calculator to the side horizontally if you want just 0.001% of that wealth transfer. You got to turn your calculator to the horizontally if you want just 1%. Do you know why? Because try to figure out what 1% of $86 trillion is. And you'll understand why I'm saying this wealth transfer is not going to be the individual selling education that get wealthy off of this wealth transfer. You know who's going to be getting wealthy off of this wealth transfer? The people who are embracing and participating. You know how they say in the gold rush, who makes the money? Those mining the gold or those selling picks and axes? No. This ain't going to be like that. You know who's going to be making the money? Those mining the gold in this wealth transfer. The ones who are mining the gold in this world are going to be the ones who are, guess what? Guess why? Because there's so much gold to be mined, right? So if you feel called to own something this year, your time, your business, your legacy, this is it.
Mm-hmm. The middle class is disappearing, but so is the excuse.
Okay, you got bars today. All right. So what I want you to do is if you're watching on your phone, all right, I want you to go ahead and save it in your note or do it right now. I want you to pull your phone out. I want you to send a text message to 210-773-2612. Text the word wealth to this number, and we'll be more than happy to let you know what this process looks like to get engaged with what we're doing, to build with us, and to help us blow this thing up. Now, of course, this BOM was for Atlanta, and we did this live because we had a storm here, and full transparency, you know, we had a whole bunch of people back out of today, so we're like, okay, we still gonna make it happen for Atlanta. Now, rain or shine. Now, watch this, y'all. If whether you're in Atlanta or not, if you're watching this, whether it's live or on the replay, feel free to text the word wealth to 210-773-2612. We're not pitching or selling you anything. All right. We're here to build alongside you, and
build with you.
we're putting the power and the money, the capital back in your hands. All right.
Yeah, we're not just raising capital. We're raising up kings and queens.
Yep.
You don't have to be in Atlanta to take advantage of this.
That's right. That's right. But especially if you are in Atlanta, we want to talk to you, especially this week. All right. Because the storm is here now.
But the ark is being built.
That's right. All right. This is your chance to board, and we look forward to working with every single one of you.
Just so you guys know, we'll be in Tampa tomorrow, all through next week, and then that's when we hit Florida, and we'll be going live more.
Actually, let's talk about this real quick before we wrap. Where are we gonna be? Give us the rest of the tour, CC. That way we can. Because there's a lot of people who've been asking.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And so
we'll be in Tampa. We leave Atlanta late tonight. We'll be in Tampa tomorrow for a week. We'll be spending 4th of July in Tampa. Then we go on to Miami, to Orlando. From there, we head up to the Carolinas, North and South and then North Carolina. We go all the way up the East Coast, come back down through. We hit Chicago. I'm not quoting in exact order, but we're going all over the East Coast and then back down from Oklahoma to Austin. We might revisit Houston, and then we head out for the West Coast part of the storm center.
Yep. 100%.
So make sure you guys are following us to keep up with the tour. And don't forget to text wealth to the number 210-773-2612.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, let me just put this in here one more time for everybody who's watching on the replay. You can text wealth to
210-773-2612.
Indeed. All right. Much love, guys. We really appreciate y'all tuning in on the live and on the replay. Just so y'all know,
all the cameras.
The last thing, I know, right? All the cameras. Now, let me say this. Last final thing. Y'all, we launched this thing 4 weeks ago, okay? We launched this 4 weeks ago. It's really annoying. I think it's because I'm darker. It thinks I don't need it. It thinks I'm a male. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell this thing. All right, look, let me say this. We launched this campaign 4 weeks ago. Can we tell them the stats without, look, I'm not trying to flex. We launched this campaign. Over 100 people have joined this movement in 4 weeks. Okay. Now, in the 4 weeks where we've launched the movement, we've brought in 100 agents. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Now, not everybody is about this life, so a lot of people join and never take advantage of it. It's crazy. You know what's so crazy? But you know what's crazy to me? When I used to charge for this, people would. I had 100% show up rate. Now we do it for free, and we're even giving more, and less than half of the people that sign up actually get to work and make money.
A lot more people want to watch the game, not play in it. They just think they want to play it.
And those of you who want to watch the game and watch the rest of us get rich, guess what? You are more than welcome, because I know not everybody's built for it. It takes, you know what it takes? Energy. And this is why most people will never be millionaire, because I'm about to get pissed off right now. No, but in a good way. You know what's so funny about it, y'all? I coached this for years. The people. And I have people in my DMs all the time. Because I remember when I started charging. What happened? You done changed on us. You're charging now. It's because I got burnt out doing this for free, and the same people who needed the most be the ones that didn't show up. Watch this. The same person who needed the most and have the most time will be the ones that don't show up. It's weird, bro. And watch this. The people who are the busiest and spend the most are the ones who become the extra millionaires.
They're serious.
Because they're serious. And they're the ones who are busy. They have the least amount of time, the most amount of kids. They pay money. But anyway, my point is, don't be a goofy. We are opening this up for free. Don't just be goofy. Don't be a goofy. Because we're opening this up for free, and there's so many people. Man, I'm just waiting for my opportunity. I'm waiting for my break. Man, you got people here that are putting the opportunity on your lap. Take advantage of it. How do you know that you're not one of our 7-figure earners over the next 12, 15 months? So I want to say this. We opened up this opportunity. Let me flex really quick. We opened this opportunity 4 weeks ago. Over 100 people have taken advantage of it, but we only have about 33% activity rate. But let's talk about those that are active. How many deals are on the board, Cece? Just approximate numbers. Deals on the board, yeah.
Yeah, in total deals on the board, we have about 30.
Say the 30 deals on the
About
board
30.
and projected revenue in escrow.
With the ones in escrow,
Escrow, just in escrow.
We have over 500K.
In escrow in 4 weeks. No, who does numbers like this? I bet y'all don't know anybody doing numbers like this.
Shout out to our team.
Shout out, by the way, all praise to the Most High and to our team, because Lord knows me and Cece have not seen. I can't even name a deal on the board. I might Rufus maybe.
Rufus, yeah.
Because it was given to us as a JV.
Physically drove
I
over
don't
there.
know. I can't even name an address on. Listen, y'all. But watch this. Every single member who has come in and that has produced has come in from this opportunity. Guess what? They didn't have to pay a tuition fee. They didn't have to pay an entry fee. We're giving them the leads. Do you know why? Me and Cece already own. What?
I said it's bigger than wholesaling.
Because it's bigger than wholesaling, y'all. Listen, we're not just here talking about opportunity. We are giving opportunity to folks. We own the, because I know it's going to be in here asking about the logistics and schematics like it matters to them. How are y'all able to? We own 3 marketing companies. So we provide unlimited amounts of leads to folks. So what we said was, okay, we could sell these leads to folks, and we will, but we can also turn the lead generation inward so that we can be able to generate capital off of our own concerns. So now what we're doing is, because we have unlimited lead flow, capital is not our constraint. Guess what we said? Man, what's keeping us back from capitalizing on creating an 8-figure a year wholesaling operation, 9-figure a year wholesaling operation, when we know good and well how to build it better than anybody else in this country? What's holding us back? Man and woman power, sweat equity. So now we have unlimited leads. We're looking for the top talent in the country. Whoever wants to come work with us, let's break bread. And guess what?
Break bread.
And now we're not charging for the coaching. We're coaching you for free so that we can make money together. That's how we're gonna make the billions and billions. How about that? And let's see who tries to compete with us. Let's see who tries to compete with us, because we're not competing. We're collaborating. So Cece, what advice do you have for new entrepreneurs that want to get invited on, that want to get started with an opportunity like this?
Whether you're a new or seasoned entrepreneur, if you heard anything we said and shared over the last 20 minutes or so, just text wealth to the phone number 210-773-2612.
Yep. And we look forward to connecting with you and making it happen. Atlanta, y'all have been absolutely phenomenal.
Amazing. It's such a pretty city. We will be back.
Such a beautiful city. And we will absolutely 100% be back. We love you guys, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Until the next time, if you're not home yet, please drive safe, because people be driving crazy out here, Lord knows. Make sure to brush your teeth, and for goodness sakes, don't slap nobody. Till next time, let's get it. Deuces. What's up, Aaron? Man, living life in abundance. Long time no see.
We're on tour for a month, I see.
Okay, so yeah, this is cool. So now I get to chat with my brother Aaron.
You get the backstory, the whole story now.
Exactly.
I don't drink, but I can start.
Okay, I'll get you. Okay, you want to?
I'll just take another one. But with Sprite.
Yeah, you want to tell me?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we've been recording, so this is week 3.
Mi amorcito lindo. Mira esa hembra tan bella. How are you doing? Yeah,
Nice to meet you. You are tall. These are my babies. Okay. What's her name? Yeah. These are my sons, yes.
This is the card, and teach them a little bit about what you know about medicine and everything like that. But at least you know that's the kind of top line perspective of gaining those. This is the reason why I brought you guys because I want you guys to know that you guys are the future of technology, you're the future of real estate, and you're the future of AI. Okay, so you guys share information and you can know that
Yeah, we did today. We just went live right now.
I can see your ears. Alright. Okay, so this is the name, and I give everybody what this is, what we are doing. This is just, okay? Alright, you guys can go and I'll be right here. So how was the food?
We just got tarts and like some stuff we got thick.
Oh yeah, definitely. Bernie's already met with me as a little 12-year-old.
Yeah, I was telling her she has family in Texas now, so
And then we're going to Texas on July. We're going to Texas on July 6th. All the godparents. She said my other godparents. You know why? Because
we'll be in
I
Tampa.
did figure something out. She hasn't even been
She looks like it's so hard. She doesn't look like me. She's so like
Cece, you guys are vibrant with the currency.
Huh?
You're vibrant with the currency.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we have it clean. Always.
But you don't know why y'all was together? Well, yeah, I got it.
Well, she's not here. She's not, but she doesn't look like me. I'll show you.
This is a nice spot.
Yeah, it was the last minute. We had so many cancellations. It started raining really bad. You know what's so weird? Like every night that we've been here, like only at night
The connotation of the place is shifting because there's a lot of things going on. You reduce the emissions of cars. And you gotta do that. Or at least have solar electric and gas. Because it's messing up the pollution in the air.
we saw some of those cars that ride themselves, the electric ones, with no drivers in it. Like it's just like that. You saw two? Yeah.
I put it in
The one that just has the thing on top and there's no driver driving it. It's you see that? Oh, you haven't seen that? Yeah, there.
No, baby, the horse is a horse.
No, it's a car with no body. It's man electric. Like, there's no one in the front seat, there's no one in the passenger. It's like
Is it electric? Is it electric? Yeah, I'm gonna let it test.
it looks like this, but it has this big on the list, and he
How does this?
it stops. We saw it one time, it was right in front of us, and then it was turning the corner. It's pretty crazy.
How is Patty handling when you guys are home? She's sad.
Oh, she FaceTimes me. She's the coolest 5-year-old in life. She just FaceTimes
It's
me.
real good.
We asked her, she was like, we called her and asked her, like, how's your vacation been? She's like, oh, that's a good question. It's been really good. I've been relaxing.
Relaxing.
Yeah, that's how she talks. Aaron always says that you're gonna run home business one day. She's like,
Roman, they're okay? They're okay? Oh.
he just turned his
So he doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do anything. Yeah.
You don't use it for anything at all.
We do for like, well, he's more interested in the construction company. He's more interested in that.
He's definitely something. No, but what I'm saying is like, I see his presence, and he's very poised and firm, and like, no, his because he's mature. But he's much younger than you.
Yeah, but he's that is always on that level. Like,